Is low ticket better than high ticket? So we've seen in the previous years, especially with the publishing of school.com, the online community hosting platform, that creators and coaches, consultants, whoever sells something online, business owners, they're all kind of moving into a lower ticket subscription. Now, this is a trend that's going on right now. So a lot of people will take their existing high ticket programs that were originally $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and they'll put it in a $49 a month membership or a $100 a month membership. And it kind of gets to the point where it's like, look, it depends on how much you actually want to devalue your services. And I believe that this low ticket thing is a trend. It's really just because Alex Hormozi is pushing out school a bunch, and they're obviously going really hard on monthly recurring revenue, low ticket. You get you get revenue every single month. In order to actually understand everything, we have to go back in time. So I took some notes, I did my research. I'm going to provide a lot of value here in this YouTube video. So make sure you stay till the end because you're going to get your mind blown here. So the first thing we have right here is 2007 to 2012. Now, obviously, I was not in the space at this point in time. So I had to do my research and look at people who were in the space and look at them talking about what it was like during these time periods. So I was very young in 2007, and what was going on during this time period was a lot of webinar funnels. And so what I've heard was a lot of long form, sales videos, or people would obviously build up an entire email list, a huge email list, send them to a webinar, and obviously it's a one-time webinar that you have upsells and downsells and things like that. So this was kind of going on for the higher ticket space. So guys that have these $5,000 programs, guys that have these $10,000 programs or $2,000 programs, they would send all their traffic to webinar funnel. So thing is with this is that there are trends that go on and there are shifts that happen. And eventually, after 4 or 5 years, the same thing kind of gets old. So we're seeing this right now with TikTok. Like TikTok's getting old, and then now it's actually getting like banned or whatever. I don't even know if this is going to get banned because I'm talking about that. I hope it isn't. But move on to 2012, 2016. So this era is where they had longer form VSLs. So a lot of people would do an hour-long VSL, but the majority amount of people would do 10 or 15-minute VSLs. What we're noticing happening here, and when I heard these guys talk about, like Dan Henry, somebody who was in the digital marketing space for the past 15 years, Matt Gray, founder of founderos.com, he's been in the digital marketing space for a very long time. You guys can go look 2 of these people up. This is exactly where I'm getting this information from. So during 2012, in 2016, we had VSL formats really popping off. So guys would get in front of the camera, obviously run through, maybe it was a slideshow presentation or it was a whiteboard, not 100% sure, but it was shorter form VSLs, 10, 15 minutes. So you get past this time period, 2016 to 2020. And now this is a time period where even shorter VSLs are happening. So 2 to 5 minute VSLs are going on. And what you can understand is that it went from webinar funnels to shorter VSLs, 15, 10 minutes, to even shorter VSLs, so 2 to 5 minute VSLs. So what do we notice happening? Well, the trend of what's happening is trust. We're realizing that it's taking a very longer period of time to get trust, and you have to do it quicker. So you have to get trust a lot quicker, and it's a lot harder to get the trust. And so this is mainly because of market saturation. I think there's a lot of people right now who position themselves to be an authority when they're not, or they have a lot of promises in their higher ticket programs, and their promises just don't meet up with the expectations of the clients. If clients don't get the best results, and then it's kind of like now the client gets burned, then next time that client sees another coach, they associate that coach with being bad because they got burned in the past. And it's just kind of like a revolving cycle of like, I don't trust you. This is a scam. If you go to any online coach's Instagram and you go to their comment section, I guarantee you a lot of it is like the clown emoji scam. And that just goes to show that it's really hard to get trust nowadays. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I don't think anybody should just trust everybody with the $5,000 or $10,000 program, especially if they just met them. So 2020, 2024 is now sort of the push towards community models, school. I mean, Sam Ovens has been working on school school.com, the online community hosting platform. The school was founded in 2019, so a little bit before 2020, obviously. And Sam Ovens kind of like, he had this push in mind because he was working on consulting.com, and he realized that the higher ticket coaching space, I think he realized that it was getting kind of saturated and people weren't really happy with it. So I think that's why, one of the main reasons why, I'm just predicting that he sold consulting.com and went all in on school. So now in this day and age, we're really focused on monthly recurring revenue, communities, we're focused on lower ticket, and that's where the wave is right now. And so you might be asking, like, where are all the guys that do high ticket? And if I want to do high ticket, what's going to happen to me? Well, the thing is that you don't have to devalue your services through high ticket and move to low ticket. You don't have to have your $5,000 program become a $50 a month membership. That doesn't have to happen. In my personal opinion, what you have to do is get better at getting trust and get better at gaining trust. Well, how do you do this? A few of these online coaches are implementing something called the social funnel. And Grayson Lupus talks about this a lot. Trey Cockrum talks about this a lot. And Forbes talks about this a lot. Jeremy Pogue talks about this a lot. And they sort of preach this social funnel. So it's like somebody needs to watch 7 or 8 hours of your content to trust you, to know you, to like you fully, and then be ready to actually buy. This works very well, but you have to get your prospect to watch you for that long. And if you have like unedited videos like me, that could be something that's hard unless somebody's actually like watching my videos to get the education to fix the problem and to like really enjoy seeing it. You know what I mean? That's kind of a hard thing to do. Get a random stranger to watch you for 8 hours. It's like, okay, that can happen, but that's a lot of time, it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of effort. I think the easiest way to do this, instead of using a social funnel, is doing something that I'm pretty much been talking about for a minute now, and I'm fully stood by it. And I think the best way to land clients online is not through webinar funnels, is not through VSLs that are 10 minutes long, is not through even shorter VSLs that are 5 minutes long, it's not through a low ticket. I think the best way to get clients is to give and not take. And you do this by getting them in a free community. And the thing with that is that I don't think you should build a community just off the sole purposes of conversion. I have a free community and I don't waste my time in everybody's, chat box trying to set them to the higher ticket program. Like, I don't do that. What I like about the community is that it works for me. So I build it out once. I'm in the works of, building out a lot of video modules, things like that inside of the community. And all you do is just build it up. You just get members in there. Like right now, my community has 113 members and it's for absolutely free. And yeah, the link should be like right down below. You should go join Growth Flow Labs. And we basically kind of teach out the system. We teach you how to land more clients. We teach you like where the market we think is going, and we sort of help you out personally. Everybody in there loves it. That was kind of the history from 2007 to 2024, from webinar funnels to VSLs to even shorter VSLs to where I think it's going right now, which is free communities, because that's what's going to make up the trust barrier. And that's what's going to help everybody get closer to one another and actually bridge the gap between, like being some random stranger to an authority figure. Because a lot of the times, like if your prospects see your content on Instagram or on YouTube, they're not going to, automatically trust you to give you $5,000. So that's why I think the low ticket space is sort of the trend right now. To answer the main video question, the high ticket space is not gone. I don't think it's necessarily dying. I just think the low ticket space is just getting in front of it right now. But eventually I think it'll come back. Because what you have to understand is that a lot of these people see low ticket as an easier way, because it's like, oh, I can just, instead of having a $5,000 program, I can sell a $49 a month membership. That's super easy. That's like, I just sell like 500 people on that. I'm making like $23,000 every single month. It's like, yes, but a lot of high ticket coaches don't want to devalue their service. They're like, wait, no, not only have people paid for $5,000 in the past for my membership or for my program, but I'm not just going to give it away for $49 a month. Because one, that's not fair to past clients. And two, I know my worth and I don't want to devalue my service to $49 a month just because that's where the trend's at. So with that being said, that's kind of a question that you need to be asking yourself. Is your service worth devaluing to $49 a month? Or should you keep it in the higher ticket space or keep it in the mid ticket space and just do a better job at warming up your prospects and at just doing a better job of nurturing your leads? Instead of sending them to your YouTube, why don't you send them to a free community? We talk about this all the time, how to get your clients or how to get your prospects in a free community. And then from there, you can kind of work with them a little bit. You get a lot more market research with them. You understand their problems to a T better, and you can actually upsell them if you wanted to, but that's not the point. The point of getting them in the free community is to get them from point A to point B and understand their actual problems so you can go out there and market it a little bit better. So that being said, you guys go join up on the free community. We're going to help you out one-on-one. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Link to the free community should be right down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.